You may be afraid of them, but they're hiding from you. Please scroll on if this doesn't resonate. You need to stop worrying. And I'm not trying to speak this into your life. I'm trying to speak it out of your life. You have no fear. You've had enough of this. Enough of this. What's going on is someone wants to talk to you. They want you for something. They're lost without you, is what I just got. But they're hiding. The thing is, you have the upper hand. They do not. They do not. I think you have had enough of this situation, though. Anyway, let me pull some more cards and see what else I'm getting. Say no. Oh, wow. That's pretty, pretty straightforward there. Next card. Pretending not to care. That's what I'm saying. They're hiding. They're hiding. I feel like what happened is there must have been I don't know if it's an altercation, or maybe I'm thinking some kind of business deal go wrong, maybe, or a collaboration deal go wrong, or something where, you were close to this person and suddenly you're not. And it could be romantic, doesn't have to be, but it could even be a sudden job loss. But what I think is happening is, if this is for you, you might even be scrolling social media just to take your mind off of things. I think if this is for you, it's a very specific, in-the-moment thing going on. Okay? And what I'm supposed to tell you is stop worrying about it. You need to stop worrying. They're pretending not to care, simultaneously hiding. Okay? That is how they're hiding. They're hiding their feelings. Okay? Hiding in plain sight by pretending not to care. Whatever they want, you need to say no. But I do think this is... whatever happened, I'm just still getting a lovey, look at these little fish having a lovey time there. I feel like there was some deep love here, whatever it was, or some deep admiration. And that's why, there's some hurt feelings. Just put it that way. There's a bunch of hurt feelings, afraid to be alone. Okay, I think that's part of the hurt feelings too, is that now they feel very alone without you. And I think they may be acting out, and that's not good. That's not good. That's part of the pretending not to care. They're afraid to be alone. But it's not really that. I mean, I think there's something special between you two. But I think, this is strengthening you. There's just maybe you had to go separate ways for now. I don't think this is a complete ending for whatever this is. I think that this is just something that you need to go through right now. I think that you're going to come back together stronger if you want to. I'm not saying it, and in that sense, I don't necessarily mean romantic. I think if this is someone you really wanted to partner with creatively, that opportunity is still going to be there. But, it could be romantic. So let me see. I will never admit how much you hurt me. Yeah, it's about this whole, hiding their feelings, pretending not to care. I think you had to cut them off. I think you had enough and maybe finally stood up for yourself. And they didn't like that, didn't know how to take it. But they owe you an apology. They need to, I think they're afraid to come in and even say anything to you. And this is a sense I get, and this is something I've realized lately, especially those of us on social media, we got to really, and this is me, I'm speaking from experience, from learning some hard lessons, of mentioning certain people I wish I hadn't, and I just wanted to see who was watching me. And that's a wrong reason. And it's so what happens though is because I did that, a lot of people are afraid of my social media platform. And I'm going to be honest, in a way, when people are scared, at least they leave you alone for the most part. Like I talk about Human Design Chart here sometime. I suggest you go do yours. You can find a free place to do it online. Or if you go to my link, I'm not allowed to tell you where to go. I think it might not be there anymore, but there was a free place you could sign up. Anyway, I apologize if it's not there anymore. But my Human Design Chart, everything I'm doing here lines up with it. I suggest you do yours too. You get to know yourself very well. I'm a manifester with splenic authority. 1-3 investigator martyr type. I have a closed but repelling aura. What that means is people try to get close to me and I repel them. And I've been doing this my whole life. And I don't like that. I'm not a human design expert, please. I'm not a coach. There are coaches out there. I'm not here to have a back and forth discussion about human design. Just letting you know. I think some of us, and maybe you're the same way, maybe I said all that long story to let you know that part of the reason I use my social media platform irresponsibly in the past was because I was trying to repel people. It especially started happening when on this channel, Need This Message. Now, I've had other channels where I put my face out there, and because my natural personality was already so repellent, I was already just kind of letting it all hang out. I was just, basically that channel was just kind of an experiment for me, and I was just putting things out there, and I think people weren't quite as warm and fuzzy, but here on Need This Message, I've been warmer and fuzzier, and, you know, looking in people's eyes. I used to do these videos where I'd look in people's eyes and tell them how great they were, and guess what? I started getting tons of emails from people who think that I'm their soulmate. I started, you know, and here's the thing, I was never trying to even meet anybody in person. Like, in person, I started having weird stuff happen. I thought, delusionally, that I looked different enough in person that people wouldn't recognize me. I wasn't trying to look the same in person. I was trying to look different in person. But I guess look, I know I'm telling a long story here. I think I'm talking to someone who could be like me, though, who has gone to great lengths to repel people. And that's why they're scared to approach you now, because this whole thing, people, like, because here's what I did. I apologize to anybody listening to this, because I know people are listening who are afraid I'm going to mention something or wondering what I'm going to say about them. And I'm just not going to, you know, there's certain things I never should have said, especially about dating, you know, personal life. I was trying to obscure details and trying to protect my privacy. And at other times, and don't make my mistakes. Don't make my mistakes. I scared people off to a nuclear, you know what I mean? Like, I took the nuclear option of repelling everybody, because now they're afraid of me. And even though, in a way, fear comes with respect, and I like it when people respect me, I don't like that I've scared people that I cared about, you know what I mean? Or people who, you know, maybe I was scared of myself. I didn't realize. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, all I really wanted was to be left alone. I just didn't expect to have such an onslaught of people trying to get to know me. And it wasn't just men. It was, you know, people just want to be my friend. And you know, there's no way, I don't know how somebody would deal with that without cloning themselves 500 times. You know, I don't know how they would do that. And I really, you know, instead of just telling the world and telling these men, because now when men leave me comments about my older videos that have my face, I still get these comments. You know, guys will go back and find my videos and tell me I'm pretty or something. And I just respond and say, please don't say stuff like that. Like, you're leaving yourself vulnerable to scammers. I'm not here for that. Like, I don't even look the same in person. So, and I make sure I don't look the same in person. I was never trying to. You know, compliments about my looks just don't matter to me at all. All that matters is the message. And anyway, people now are afraid I'm going to mention them, I think. And it's because it's my fault. I did that. No one did that but me. Before I go on too much more about my personal life, there's no reason for that. I'm going to turn these cards over. You deserve to succeed. Nothing stands in your way, and you are protected. I think you're forgetting that you are protected. This isn't really for them. It's, I think you're worrying. I think what's going on too is maybe you're seeing their whole, pretending not to care and hiding as them really. Look, they're trying to intimidate you with that. That's what it is. You are not intimidated. You're protected, and you need to stop worrying. You have nothing to fear. This person can't hurt you anymore. They're hiding for a reason. You have the upper hand, and you deserve to succeed. Let's just speak this out of your life. Nothing stands in your way. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.